We've got everybody here. Is everybody here? Okay. We got Mick Montgomery. We've got, no, I'm not going to announce him. Josh Cornwell, Willie Dills Gregory, and some guy from Kansas City. Now we got Greg Parker, a.k.a. Gizmo Zord. Welcome, gentlemen. Have a seat.
Hello. Professional over here.
Good work. Good work.
It's on now. It's fantastic.
Yes. Every Monday night.
Just one or two times. Hi, everybody. Hi. Welcome to BlizzCon. Welcome to World of Podcasts. Welcome to Calm Before the Storm. This is pretty awesome, I think, right? Yeah? Yeah, it definitely is. We're kind of a Heroes of the Storm kludge of sorts between Stormcast, Dills, Notch, and myself. We host Stormcast. Gizmo there on the end. He hosts Lords of the Storm, which is also a Heroes of the Storm podcast, obviously. So we're calling this show tonight Lords of the Stormcast. So yeah, that's what
How
we're
did
doing.
they get more of that name?
I don't know.
I feel like, how do our coattails feel there, Gizmo?
Well, we were hoping that we were going to avoid an all-out fight on stage, but it's not going to happen. So anyway, I thought, guys,
podcast beef.
Hashtag podcast beef. I thought it might be fun to kind of recap where we come, because Heroes of the Storm as a game has come so far from where it was last year at BlizzCon. Last year at BlizzCon, technical alpha. Game wasn't even out. We had a nice little invitational tournament on the stage where Cloud9 won in pretty quick fashion. There really wasn't that much news outside some heroes were announced and maps. You flash forward a whole year. We've had Heroes of the Dorm, which was on actually a live broadcast esports on television, which was pretty awesome. We had the game launch in May with international parties all over the world and a lot of fun stuff. We got to actually go to the one in YouTube Space LA, which was great. And then what else? We had
a working matchmaking system.
Oh, working matchmaking system. That's actually not there
No,
yet.
we never had that.
So the game actually launched. We had Eternal Conflicts, which was all Diablo themed. We had 12 heroes come out since last BlizzCon. We've had a bunch of stuff happen, Dills. We've also had a WCS start as well.
Yeah. No, there's been, and then a ton of just professional events. A lot of teams have popped up. It's become like a legitimate esport, I would say. At this point, I think it's actually poised, even though the matchmaking system might not be fun.
Yeah. It doesn't work for us.
For when you
Pros
watch
get it
pro
good.
players play against other pro players, it's incredibly exciting. I think it's poised to become the top of Blizzard esports. I really believe that.
And Gizmo, what about you? I mean, for you, what was the big moment that stood out for you this whole year for Heroes of the Storm?
No, honestly, it would have been Heroes of the Dorm. I mean, that was just an amazing event to see an esport, just put out there on live TV was incredible. The crowd was incredible. Twitter had mixed feelings. Half the people were like, "What the heck am I watching?" And the other half were, "I don't know what's going on, but this is amazing, and I want to keep watching it." So for an esport, just that kind of light was a huge deal this year.
Yeah. And we also incurred the wrath of Colin Cowherd.
That guy.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for coming out of your basements this weekend.
Yeah,
Who
apparently,
also-
yeah.
Colin Cowherd did not
Put
think the
down your hot
Royals
pockets.
did not think the Royals were going to win the World
Totino's
Series either.
pizza
So.
rolls.
Yeah.
It's
And
the
it's fun.
Totino's pizza rolls.
Play Smash Brothers and call it League of Legends. He really knew what he was doing. So that was kind of the big moment. So what's the big moment now? It's obviously BlizzCon, which is tomorrow. So let's do a couple of quick predictions, and then I think we're going to do a little Q&A. Yes, Rylan? All right, awesome. So a couple of quick predictions. Let's go straight for it. Hero that's going to be announced. You just have to name one, even though there's a rumored 4 coming out tomorrow. Name one hero that you think is going to come out tomorrow. Notch, we're going to start with you.
So if anybody's been playing Overwatch, there's a fun little Easter egg with... Oh, you're missing out. But there's an Easter egg
Yeah.
of
That's a common
Garrosh.
story.
Garrosh is fighting Kerrigan, so I think we'll see Garrosh Hellscream tomorrow.
Okay, that's a pretty nice one. Dills?
I'm sticking Orc. I'm going to go with the Duratan that I said on the show.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. Duratan. So
Movie tie-in.
Movie tie-in. All right.
Excellent. I'm going to stick with the tie-in as well and go with Gul'dan.
Well, both of you are wrong.
So it's going to be an Orc.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to go out on a limb and predict away from what we predicted on our last show. I'm going for Deckard Cain. I think Deckard Cain makes it
Oh,
out
that would
next
be
round. That would
fantastic.
be a lot
Really
of
want
fun.
Deckard Cain.
Yeah.
Let's
I
be
do,
honest.
Yeah. I want to stay a while.
How
Listen.
long do you think before we see an Overwatch hero?
When
does the game
Overwatch
have to
goes
come
live?
out
The game
before
has
we
to
see
come
one?
out first. The
Okay.
game definitely has
So
to
like
come out
launch
first.
week of the game?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
think it'll be a little bit after that.
If you spend $60, you'll get Tracer a week before
Oh,
everybody
dear.
Probably,
else.
yeah. And let's go through that again.
Piss everyone else off.
Let's make everyone mad. Okay, last prediction, then we'll do some Q&A. tomorrow, or at least this weekend, Saturday, we will have crowned the first ever Heroes of the Storm Blizzard-sponsored world champion. A lot of fighting already took place this last week. A lot of fighting is going to be taking place this week in the Nexus. Gizmo, we'll start with you. Pick a winner.
I'm sticking with my my boys from the Americas Championships and saying C9.
Okay.
I'll go Navi. Sure. Let's just I'll just go against you. I actually think that both those teams are in really good form right now. But I think Navi's going to have a lot of confidence after their comeback on Haunted Mines. That was sick.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to agree with Navi.
Yeah?
That comeback was amazing.
I have to say, most dominant team over the last couple of months, even though Cloud9 looks really strong. I think it's going to be a tight one. I think we're going to go down to the last and final match to make it a decider. But I do believe that Navi is too strong and too quick right now, and too many different draft compositions to throw at Cloud9.
No one's going to do Super Dark Horse and say Tempo Storm?
No.
Okay.
No Team Bob? Question mark.
Team
No?
Bob.
Team
No
Bob.
Team
No
Dignitas.
Team
either.
Bob? Question mark. No.
No.
Okay. All right.
I don't
All
think
right.
so. So I think we have some time for some questions. If you want to do a Q&A, we can do that.
Hey guys, if you want to do Q&A questions, just line up here at this mic in the middle, and we'll take your questions.
Don't everybody rush.
I know.
The
Everybody at
microphone is
once.
right there. Relax.
No injuries.
What's up, guys? All right, so my biggest question about HOTS is I don't watch it too much, but I've seen a lot of League and a lot of Dota. How do you guys think HOTS holds up to those games that are already pretty well established in the space?
I'll take it. I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. I think one of the things that I've found when I've talked to a lot of the casters, which is what I think Heroes is got going for them, is the short, quicker matches, and there's not a lot of lag in between the actual fights. Because the game is structured in such a way that you're going to have a lot of team fights, it's very team-based, it makes it really exciting to actually cast. And the casters will tell you there is no downtime when they were casting, and they love that. Whereas coming from League or Dota, sometimes they're stalling, sometimes they're filling, and that makes for a different broadcast. But I think the edge there is that it's really exciting, and you're pretty much right as you watch this weekend, the teams are going to be right on top of each other right away. Level 2, level 3, you're already seeing team fights.
Yeah, it's definitely the speed of the matches compared to, I mean, if you watch the international Dota, you're looking at 45+ minute matches. Here's the Storm. We've seen matches that are 12, 15 minutes long, and it's team fighting from level 1 to level 16 before they push the core. So it definitely comes down to speed of the matches, and you don't have that fill time. It's constant battles. That's what makes the game so much fun, is being able to jump in at level 1 and not have to worry about, I don't have the Sword of Destiny. You can just go fight somebody right off the bat. I think that's what makes it that interesting to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with these guys on that. I think, though, that as an esport, it has a chance to unseat those games based on that. But I think that people are still going to play League and Dota because they really like feeling like they can win a fight by themselves. They can win a match by themselves, which is a feeling you don't get in Heroes, really. So, like, I last night weirdly had an itch to play Dota, and so I played Dota like for about 2 hours before I
You
came
got
to
one match in.
Yeah. I played one
And you
I
lost,
played
probably,
one match
right?
against AI with people, and then I went to then I was like, all right, I'm feeling courageous now. Let's go. Let's get in there. So I played 2 matches, and it took about 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I felt like, I can do stuff here. Whereas in a lot of Heroes games, I feel like my team sucks. We lose. We're 3 levels down already, and so that's going to turn a lot of individual players off. When it comes to the esports aspect, you're watching 2 really top level teams play each other. That's not really part of the equation. But it is going to come down to, are people going to play this to the point where they're interested in the games? Because it's hard to watch any MOBA that you don't play. There's just a lot of stuff going on. People are yelling things, abilities that make no sense to you. So it is going to have to be adopted by a large amount of the player base.
Yeah.
And if that happens, I think it will take over because it's that good of a game competitively.
Giz?
Yeah, it's true. I agree with the team fights. I do think this is a little bit easier to watch or more enjoyable to watch than other MOBAs just because of the fact that instead of having 2 people poke at each other in a lane for 20 minutes, the team fights are more engaging. And even if you don't know what's going on, you see a whole bunch of fire and death, which is exciting. But one of the things I think that separates it from the others is the variety of maps. Every game's different. It's just incredible. Instead of fighting on the same map over and over, it just brings a whole new level to the game, I think.
Awesome, guys. Thanks.
Thank you, everybody, and have a great rest of BlizzCon.
I
got one more.
a quick question.
We got one more? Okay.
We got a quick. Relax, Mick.
All right, damn it.
Settle
Sorry.
down.
Holy
Sit
crap.
Settle
What
down.
has happened? I've turned the room.
Hey, I don't play heroes, so if I want to get started, which character should I use, paid or free?
Oh my God, that's such a hard question.
I don't think it is.
Just play Lily and just hold your Q button down.
That's it. Thanks, guys.
A player that I actually, a tune that I'm playing a lot right now, and I'm taking all the way to Master Skin at this moment, is actually Raynar. And I still think that even though he's the tutorial character, I still think he's the most forgiving for new players. I think he offers the ability to really get to know range a lot better, and he's attack power based as opposed to ability based. And so that makes it just kind of forcing you to kind of clue into clicking on the other opponents as opposed to just trying to blow up things with your spells. So for me, it's Raynar.
Go ahead, Gizmo.
Yeah, Raynar's definitely a good one. Another one is kind of along the same lines is Vala, which if you play Diablo, then you most likely already have her. But she has builds built off of basic attack instead of abilities, so and also has very good mobility. If you're like me and like to chase and stuff, so you can get out of it.
See, I say it's a hard question because it depends on, do you play League of Legends or Dota? Now, if you play any of those games, you have I want to be a healer or I want to do this role. So for me, it's more of an open-ended question is once you find a role you like, whether it's the warrior role or the support role, you pick a character in that. It comes down to the role. You got to pick a character that you feel comfortable with or a role you feel comfortable with. Because you may not like being an assassin. You may not want to hold the Q button down when you play a character as bad as Lily.
Lily or Riot?
Lily
or Riot?
Lily or Riot.
Lily fans are rioting now.
So it really comes down to your play style. Personally, I think warriors are definitely one of the funner classes to play. You can stay in the fight a little bit more, and you kind of get that sense of, oh, I did something here, and that's why we won that team fight. And it gives you like that Dota feeling where you feel like you're contributing more to the team than.
You can pull from other games too. You don't have to just pull from like Dota and stuff. If you have a character in World of Warcraft, if you're a tank or a healer there, it's like follow that role into Heroes of the Storm. They actually transition pretty well.
There's crossover skill sets from World of Warcraft definitely over to Heroes. So if you're a WoW fan, you can definitely kind of slide in and find a spot. Don't pick Abathur to start with.
Yeah,
Don't
avoid
do that
weird
first.
stuff that
Avoid
shouldn't
the weird
exist in-
ones.
yeah.
Abathur's he's not saying don't pick Abathur ever.
Just saying if you're a
If it's your
beginner.
Warm
first
up to that.
game,
Warm
if
up
it's
to
the
that.
first
Warm
time
up.
you ever played, don't play Abathur, please.
Yeah, warm up to the creepy slug.
Of course. See, there had to be a guy.
And
who
that's
picked
all
it first.
Dustin Browder's fault because all he talks about is Abathur. So.
Abathur's amazing, but yeah, it's super weird. You won't understand if you play your first game and there is an Abathur. Like, why is this guy chilling in the bushes the whole time? We're all fighting. Yeah, some weird stuff in this game. But hey, by all means, do pick up the game. It's free.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to.
That is true.
Should we just plug the last bits and go? Yeah, go ahead. Okay. All right. Well, real quickly here, you can find our show at stormcastshow.com. We do a live stream on Twitch at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Monday night. That's Notch, Dills, and myself. So head on over there. Gizmo, where can folks find Lords of the Storm?
You can find Lords of the Storm on Twitter at Lords of the Storm. We are not live, but we release new episodes every Friday, and that is myself, Gizmo Zord, with my co-hosts Multi Zord and TBK Zord, who could not make it this week.
And all of our shows are available in all the places that you're going to get your podcast, like iTunes or Stitcher or whatever app that you use. So you should be able to find them. So thanks so much, guys.
Thanks,
for being
guys.
awesome.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good BlizzCon.
All right, thank you guys.